Okay. We can begin again.
You may speak.
Do you want something?
I don't know if there's anything down here that can be stolen, though. Yeah, the chests are too high. That's okay.
I suppose I have a moment. What is it?
Okay. Maybe we can do that quantum mine.
Is there something you need?
I suppose I have a moment. What is it?
Alright. Training. Don't need much, just maybe a little bit of the heavy armor. Get our
Well met,
skill up a
friend.
bit more, and then we can start gaining levels. So our heavy armor at 31. What are we at? 97, so we need... 98. Okay.
You've got the better of me.
So now I think we're actually able.
Yes.
We're actually able to wander around the coast of Morrowind.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Oh.
To what do I owe the honor, Lord?
Ooh, we do have a few things we can sell. Let's do that real quick. Organ bone, we're keeping that. Saints, annotated participations. That's a bottle. And what else do we do? The grief. Don't really need to do damage. Arthial may not be a bad spell.
Welcome. Keep moving.
But just realized it's not the kind of thing you use in combat, so just heal outside of combat. Time is at 11. Damn. That's actually a good way to get early money too. Let's go fishing for pearls. Some bone meal. That will be... Some of these scrolls will be very helpful for taking down enemies that are more powerful than us. Since our goal is to never die. Probably just be better to not fight them in the beginning. Lots of bone meal. Okay. Oh, that's right, the mentor ring. Ashes of Lord Renee. I'm not familiar with Renee. What the hell is this? Oh, it's a tribute. It has nothing to do with the quest. It's related to a guy that's like developing the game. Damn. great ring for a mage, obviously. But I think for us, that's not going to help us too much in the beginning, so we're going to sell that. It's almost enough. Almost enough for us to get some adamantium armor. Which is probably what we need to focus on getting. Just looking. So let's head down right around here and kind of do this northern part of Vivek. This is pretty much all Ebonheart and Vivek stuff, so not too worried about that. Bow, I need a good bow. Bone mold, you got steel. You got chitin. There isn't really an ebony bow. It's not a Daedric bow, but I can't afford that. There's no adamantium bow. Oh, actually, I kind of want to go into Pelagiad. See what's going on in their little town. Vivek, Ebonheart, Pelagiad, and Delmora. Oh, down here, that's where the trolls are. Where are they? Nah, our fatigue is a little too low. And we could use it, but I don't need to pop potions to kill fish and crabs. I mean, I might need to pop them if I want to do that, but I don't have to kill them. I'm gonna save that stuff in case there's an unexpected attack from some unknown villain. Trader,
What's this all about?
house, another house. Armor. Let's see what kind of weapons these people have. Got the steel, got the imperial, got some bone mold. Well, as long as we're up here. Let's just wait a second. Let's wait for this guy to head back downstairs. Alright. You gonna take a nap? You put. Okay. Candle, goblet. Oh boy. You don't have a high enough security to get this to work. Nice. Oh, that's a little disappointing. Who should we sell the mentor's ring to? There should be some place that we will actually do a fair amount of trading at.
What is this regarding, Lord?
Probably Balmora. That's probably the best place to do it. I can't think of another actual trader that I really go to very frequently. Oh, the scamp! Caldera. That actually makes a lot of sense. I could get the full amount for it, too. That makes a lot of sense. I think it's only 8,000. Can't really buy really like a boots or anything major for adamantium, or can't get endural armor, ebony. Things in this game are pretty ridiculously expensive. You want to go to Caldera.
Where would you like to go?
Let's do that right quick. And then we can do the
Today's your luck.
then
Is
we
there
can do
something
the
new?
the quest.
Ah, a visitor.
Is there something I can do for you?
Do you need something?
some
Should you
stuff.
need something, I will be happy to oblige.
Got some stuff I can steal. I'm betting you are.
Should you
something of an
need something,
alchemist.
I will be happy to oblige.
Okay, just a regular old gal. I don't think I can open this, but I could use this. Just remembered something. Ugh. I feel like such a moron. Okay. Okay.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
I'm listening. Please, go ahead.
This entire room is free to be looted. And the real treasure is way up here. You got a full master's set. Most of the stuff is pretty cheap. We got 2,048, 12. Alright, so this is actually a fair amount of money.
I suppose I have a moment. What is it?
Oh, come on, buddy, get out of the way.
Is there something I can do for you?
A lot of expensive stuff up there. But we got what we need.
What do you ask of me?
Keep moving.
We're not going to sell the expensive stuff to this guy. We are going to sell most of our ingredients. Our paper, our flasks. Net shield. Yeah, why not? Actually, I should have done this earlier.
So what's this about?
Oh, wow. That was a huge fail. Good lord. Okay. The Mentor of the Ring. We got the alchemist stuff.
How do you do?
Keep moving.
Hello? Hello? I'm playing Morrowind. What are you doing? You what?
Citizen.
Oh, I did. It's an ultimate speedrun that takes over 100 hours. Yeah, I was just gonna upload one a day. I think that they get an average of 1 view a year, and I'm not joking. Like that's about, but they're pretty awful videos. They're just, well, I mean, what I would need to do is edit or do streaming or something like that. But you know, I'm probably not gonna do that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It could be good. What's going on? That's the plan. I think, yeah, it just makes a lot of sense. Because if we're going to be buying things or selling things or whatnot, that way at least I can call directly and we don't have to wait or have somebody go on vacation or whatever else, is a problem. So,
Citizen.
I mean, it's not going to be like a full-time job thing, but at least for buying and selling of houses or bigger properties, it's almost like in The Godfather with Tom Hagen. He's like a lawyer, but he only works with one client. That's kind of... I'm just going to present myself that way. I'm a very special practice. I only work with one client, and I don't like to drop her name without needing to. Yeah, I think that should be good. She's okay. She's just a little sick from baby stuff. But he's going good. He's happy. He's a happy baby. So. Huh? Yeah. How are you doing? Yeah. Yeah.
Anything I can do for you?
Oh. Hmm. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Do you want something from me?
How can I help?
and many.
Hmm. I gotcha. Right now I just sold some alchemy stuff to the scamp. My last character, I had games on that like almost a year and a half ago, and I started doing it again, and I basically did everything in Morrowind and Blood Moon, and I was about to do the Tribunal, and I was just like, I hate the Tribunal. And that's Solstheim. I think they're goblins in the Tribunal. But the thing with the Tribunal is like Morrowind is perfect in that it's just this magical alien world. It's this open space you can explore, but Solstheim is like, Skyrim, and it's just, out in the open. Mournhold feels very sterile. Like it's a city, and it's like a closed city, like Whiterun or something. You just walk in and then you can't go anywhere else. And then, but like Morrowind, you just walk into the cities. Solstheim, you just walk into the cities or places. Mournhold's just this big, massive city, and I'm not saying there's not good stuff there. It's just, it's probably my least favorite part. But I no, that's kind of just the mechanics of the game. But what they did do is I have a bunch of mods where, as an example, a lot of the characters are now like mini bosses. So the game's actually pretty challenging. Like Sorkvild the Mad, the guy in the tower in Dagon Fell that has the Mask of Clavicus Vile. He's like a cult leader, but now he's wearing it instead of just has it. He's 20 levels higher, and then they added a whole bunch of unique weapons to the game to make individual people more dangerous. Daedric shrines and different followers of different faiths have different spells that are more dangerous. So the game in general is a lot more challenging. You can still make yourself into a god, and that's kind of the fun part. But in the beginning, like I actually played for 3 hours yesterday as Aragorn, because I was trying to be a ranger. And I was like saved up money. I did all this stuff, and then I did the first thing for the Fighters Guild after doing some Mage Guild quests, and the 2 cave rats killed me. But it's more methodical. It's more like Dungeons and Dragons for me, at least, where you have to be more plan and be more careful about things. But it's less run around, less hack and slash. Like Skyrim to me is more like, it's not exactly like it. It's probably a bad analogy. It's more like Call of Duty. You just run around and kill stuff, and like in this one, like if I go to the Tribunal right now, everything would kill me. But in Skyrim, everything levels to you, so you never really get strong. All right. Might be able to steal this. It looks like we're pretty... Nice. Now instead of selling all this, I feel like we should wear it. $30 and $37. Well, at the very least, we should wear the greaves. 11, 17. Alright, yeah, we can chat later. Love you too. Bye. So what is our heavy armor and medium armor looking like? So 30, 37. So if that was a little bit higher, that's It's 30. Is Orcish 30, 30? I guess medium Orcish is exactly the same as steel. That's very strange. I actually kind of like the way that looks. Let's sell you Orcish Greaves. And we can do Pauldrons down the road. Ah. You know, the truth is we can always just kind of come back and buy all this stuff if we really want. Now, last time I popped in there, I popped out, the game crashed, so I'm a little apprehensive about doing that again. We have 19,000. We almost have enough money to buy half of an adamantium cuirass. Speaking of that, let's find out what we can actually buy. 4,000, so one of each of those, that would be 16,000. 4,000, 40,000, and 10,000. Might be able to make that work. Let's... I think the last time I did a playthrough, it was like I was allowed to die up until I got the Blade's house, or I became Nerevar. Or at least I started the quest
Today's
where
your lucky day.
I might
so
be
let's hear it.
the special person. There we go. Let's see, so we have adamantium boots, that's at 40. That's higher than this, so that should be fine. 8,000. 10% down would be about 800, so it would be about 7,600. Let's see if I can go more. Okay. Those are pretty. And let's do the Greaves. They were 4,000. We got it for 32. We're down a lot more than I thought we could be, so let's go down to... We got about 75 to 25% off, so that's nice. That's pretty. So our legs and our balls are safe. That's good. Alright, we got $10,000. We got 20% of medium armor, adamantium armor.
From where do you live?
We're doing alright now. Okay.
Do you want something?
So now I think we can continue a little bit with the fighters. I just want to get them going, do that, do some of the simple quests for them, for Idas at least.
What do you want?
And I need to train. I don't know what I want to train though.
I'm listening. Please, go ahead.
Hello. I hope you won't won't take too much of my time.
Greetings.
May I help you?
So what do we need? We are at enchant, destruction, alteration, conjuration, mysticism are all garbage. Security's pretty damn low. We need to join the Thieves Guild and get some security training. Actually, that's pretty damn important.
Indeed to you, friend.
And we're gonna get our base magic up to at least 15. It's not enough to be competent, but it is enough to at least start to get some of our stats up a little bit.
There is much to learn.
Alright. So we need destruction, mysticism, and alteration. Wow, all of them. Alright. And we're gonna get a little bit of block too.
I
Oh,
see
greetings
you.
out
Hello.
there. Care to peruse my spell?
We don't really need to, we don't really need to get these up because we're going to be using them all the time immediately. We're just getting them up because we're going to have to get them up eventually. And it's cheap.
Greetings. What exactly do you
All
require
right.
of me?
Now we need to go do our block. I gotta remember that guy does adamantium, so that eventually we can buy.
Yes,
Seen any elves?
She does block, okay.
I suppose I have a moment. What is it?
Let's be friends. Nice. Let's do block. And we can get you up to 15. 15 is a good just baseline for a lot of these. They're still not useful. You need to be about 25, 30 to be reasonably good. But block, spear, athletics, don't need. Block, athletics, hand to hand.
Ah, a
Greetings.
visitor. What may I do?
So we need blunt. We need
I must say, I find
axe.
it interesting.
Getting our strength up would be wise.
Seen any elves?
I'm probably not going to save up to get adamantium chestplate. That's probably just a little too expensive right now. And as great as getting the best armor is, it's doesn't really matter when your skills are low. guess there's probably more than one. A big problem with just... One of the best things about Morrowind is just wandering around and exploring, but a problem with that is you can sometimes trigger a quest before you should. Ah, trapped. I don't have any means of getting through that. Okay. Not trigger a quest before you should, but kind of get something done beforehand. Like if you clear out bandits or kill somebody before you're supposed to, you may not get paid for it. Specifically with the Morag Tong.
Not a lot of pretty ladies around here.
Findling,
So,
are you
where
going to
you
accept
from?
that? Oh god. Now we have to go. We have to go do something real quick. I'll be right back. slow walking speed so that we can recover our fatigue. Oh boy. We're gonna have to rest at some point. Not the mining camp. Most aggressive of these guys are the least dangerous. I guess that's good. Well, the warriors are pretty awful. But the workers are no slouches either. I guess I don't really need the cuddle. Where you at, buddy? Yeah, you've lost a little bit of durability. We'll try to repair you before we get too far. I'm glad there's no, like, Quamo warriors in these early mines, because those can also one-shot you. Oh good, I did get it up. Now I know that they're in here. Ideally, it'd be good to get them one at a time. I'm gonna stay by the door, so just in case I need to run away. Egg poachers. Nah.
Die.
It's getting a little bracy in there. I'm gonna put wood on. We're gonna prep ourselves with the Thunder Fist. And we'll do Thief Ring as well. guy with a pick and no armor. Could actually kill you. When you're wearing full steel, it's a better weapon. What the hell? Where am I? Oh, gotta go this way. Over those sweet, sweet worker babies. We got the poachers. Steel is not particularly strong as far as all the heavy armor in this game. I mean, the only one it's better than is iron. But I will say this, it's, at least in the version I have, it's quite pretty. And it looks like it actually will protect you. And it does not rust. Rust in the rain.
Well, I find
Alright,
this
my dear, let's
please share.
get this going. Good. Let's do advancement. Orders. You have a contract from Caldera Mining Company to kill 4 Telvanni agents responsible for trouble at the Caldera Mine. I think this is the first one where these are actually Thieves Guild operatives. But you don't know that yet, that the Fighters Guild is. Oh, he's trying to wipe everybody out. So, and unfortunately, that one's actually a little bit of a hard one. A lot of fatigue. Is there like a healer or somebody that I can get healing potions from? That would be ideal. Bargain restore health. There's a pawnbroker, the trader, mages guild. Tell me there's nobody here
Today's your what?
I can buy health potions from. Fatigue. I will get one of you because we want one. Who Oh God, why is my game keep fucking up? What did I ever do to you? Ah. Ah. All right. We're gonna let that guy go because I don't want to risk getting that worker. Ah. I've got the fucking red thing. Ah, alright. That's just irritating to look at. Oh, god damn. If I die here, I'm not gonna have it count because come on. Yes, Jesus, that's just such a bad luck thing. All right. I guess I could just use my CB intervention for my power, but it'd probably be better to save that in case we get a surprise visit from a assassin.
What's your story?
Nice day, don't you think?
So we're basically out of health potions now. I'm not sure the best place to buy health potions. Where do you buy? I restore health. I want good restore health potions. I don't want those bargain ones. Just a lot of weight without a lot of health restoration. Wondering why my game keeps crashing randomly. It's not like when I'm doing anything. Just wandering around. Restore Magicka. There's my moon sugar.
May I help you?
I need some Yeah, we can do that. Okay. Okay.
All right, I'm intrigued. How may I help you, Nord?
C, F, G, H. F, G, H, I. So you have no standard health restore, do you? Alright. That's unfortunate. We might have to make our own. Alright. Let's see if anyone comes to kill us. No, no one did. Let's get our luck up. And agility. Definitely could use some agility. Agility helps you not get knocked down in combat. It also helps you dodge and whatnot. So personality I'm not too worried about. That'll go up fine, and we already got the lady's blessing, which is plus 25. That'll be fine. Not super worried about intelligence. Strength is the big one. So actually I'm not worried about willpower. It's already pretty high and we can raise it up more. Personality's good, but we have Mask and Clapper's Vial. We've got we can train our stuff to get more personality. I'm not super worried about that. Agility is great for combat. Maximum fatigue. Intelligence, eventually if we want to cast really good spells, we're just going to need a lot of that. But I think to start we're going to need agility. Okay. Well, nobody came to try and kill me, so that's good. And since I don't have any health potions, I'm not going to be able to do this next quest.
Welcome, friend. The day is yours. What shall we talk about?
Yeah, he doesn't carry. Doesn't carry any. Very good. Alright. I was kind of hoping we got attacked. If we got attacked,
Seen any hell?
we'd get some,
Wealth beyond measure.
get that sweet Dark Brotherhood armor. That's the kind of stuff you want to wander around the countryside with. It's not great. It's not like the best armor by any means, but each one is pretty high defense for light armor. I mean, the only one better than it is glass, and
What is this about?
I don't know if anything's better than hitting glass. There's probably something.
It would be wise to stay.
I forget what if there's another light armor that's better. Certainly not Snow Bear and Snow Armor. Is there a Tribunal light one that's better? Dark Brotherhood is the second or third best light armor in the game. And it might be the second, so... yeah. Sneak, block, medium.
Do you want something from me?
Does security. You do. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna need to bump up our security a little bit. Two. Jobs, advancements. Jobs. A good friend of Abassi wants a diamond. Now, Karya, the alchemist, has diamonds. Okay. Oh no! That's the lady. That's the lady that I should be able to get my my potions from. Okay. But before I go fiddle around with that, I can't be wandering around trying to be a thief wearing adamantium. Steel armor. I need, I'm going to need I'm gonna need some light armor or just be naked. Once we get security up to 20, you should be able to open most locks in the game with a master pick, and then everything else, journeyman and sneak is up there. Sneaks at 35. We can basically just go to a place and just crouch behind somebody for an hour, and I can just go have lunch to do that. It does feel a little strange, but I'm sure I'll get over it. One of my favorite things to do is actually go into this river, point my head in a corner, and swim, and then, leave for work or go somewhere. Back, and I got a lot of athletics. I wonder, I know athletics, what does that do? For one, running and swimming. Move short and long distances over land with speed and efficiency. They also swim swiftly underwater. I think the more athletics I have, not only do I swim faster and run faster, but I use less fatigue, allegedly. And those are all pretty good things. She's actually got some good stuff. Diamond down there. Oh, that's why I can't buy. That's why I can't
suppose I
steal all
could
of her
spare
shit.
a moment or two.
What I should do is get invisibility or a chameleon potion. So she has good restore stuff. Apprentice, apprentice. Bread, Kwama, Kwama. Ooh. You know what? She has a lot of these. I don't think that any of these... I'm never going to buy these anyway, so... I could probably just steal these. Journeyman, journey, apprentice, apprentice. Take. That's 10 bucks, 10 bucks, 10 bucks, 50. God damn! Why is my game crashing so much? Well, at least we're saving at a reasonably fast pace. Ugh. I tell you, that's just... Alright, I'm not touching my mouse. Not touching the mouse. Okay. Seem to be okay still. See, when I first played this, I thought that I had to steal the diamond that was right in front of her. When really there's diamonds in this thing up here. Yeah, I'm not sneaking. I mean, I'm sneaking, but there's no point in doing that because... Oh boy. Three diamonds. Nice.
Haven't I?
Because it's, if no one can see me anyway, I'm not really gaining any skills. Now, if you really want money, the best stuff is, well, all of the guilds, you get decent money, but the one that's designed to make you wealthy is the thieves. I think, I didn't get any gold from Jira. I got 100 gold or so from 2 jobs from the Fighters Guild. None of those really afforded me the opportunity to make good money except for Galadriel or Gelabir. But,
Hail! Interesting. Go on.
Speak freely.
let's see how much money we get for a diamond. No diamond. No money, okay. That's fine. Key to Narrow Manor. Okay, so we can get the key from that guy when we do the whole killing thing.
Warm day to you, friend.
I think we're gonna buy a master lockpick and 2 of those just because if we find really high level, it's just easier to get
Why
our
is
skills
my
up
friend
in
here?
the beginning with the higher quality stuff. Barter, barter, barter.
Well, hello there. A pleasure to meet you.
Lock the door. Okay. So I can't go do the Fighter's Guild stuff. I don't have the potions for it. What can I do? Now we can sell some potions. That may help.
Well,
Really hoping that I want to be wearing light armor for a bit
haven't I heard?
to do the sneaking and the stealth
Wealth
stuff.
beyond.
Get my level up.
Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
This is unexpected. How does the day greet you?
Our
friend?
sugar is yours, friend.
You don't sell that, okay. But I can sell you these things. Oh, it's my brother again, checking on what's going on. I should have him call me on Signal. Hello? Hello? I am. You're driving. They're saying what? Yeah, I think it is. It's not. No, it's not terrible. It's just. Yeah, it's just it's kind of. It's like too clean. I don't know if that makes sense. Like Morrowind's not like it's dirty. It just there's a lot of detail and it's kind of dark and dank and I don't know. I don't know. That's just how I. Morrowind or Skyrim? I think I had played Morrowind more. I mean, I've played Skyrim multiple times through and, you know, added all those mods and a lot, but I mean, I think with Morrowind is the, it's also 25 years old, so I played it, you know, before Skyrim came out, so I've had more time to play it. But, yeah, no, in Skyrim, you're a mortal who's going to die. You know, the dragon thing is kind of gimmicky. Morrowind is just beautifully written. It was back from the day where people knew how to write games, but like you get Corpus, but then you are healed from it, but maintain its protections, and then it makes you ageless and immune to disease and poison and whatnot, and that makes sense, you know. And there's just a slow build up of whatnot. Like it's yeah, you're becoming like Nerevar. You're becoming the Nerevarine, and it's just like it's nothing's easy.
Do you have
Well,
something to
stealing's
say,
easy,
Outlander?
you know, in some ways, but it's I don't know. It's it's yeah. There needs to be more gay black girls in this game to make it more inclusive. Yeah, Panderwind. Join the Panderwind. Sky Pander. But one. Yeah. Well, I don't remember. I think I lowered the graphics, or I don't know. I don't know what I did. Yeah. 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 I did. I didn't. It was just. And this is kind of what I was talking about in one of the videos. I was basically saying that. Um. Uh. Um. Oblivion to me had a similar feel as Mournhold. There was a sterility to it. It was very light. And I know that there was areas where it wasn't the case, but it was just Morrowind works for me because it's so old. The graphics and the way that you do it don't bother me. Skyrim works because it was more new, it was modern, it was like revolutionary in a lot of ways. Oblivion was that weird center child in between, and it was almost like too fantasy-ish. What else was it? Yeah. It's not a bad game by any means. It's not a bad game by any means. Yeah, the replayability is lower. And that's the thing with Morrowind too, is it's just every time you restart, you get it's almost like a drug. You get this rush. It's just this beautiful. Yeah. Stand up. You were dreaming. What's your name? No, and then it's just like you do the character creation. You can write your own backstory. Like this time, what is it? Like I was actually trying to decide whether to be Aragorn or to be Numenor. Like Numenor is the guy from the Lord of the Rings who founded the race of Numenorians, who's Aragorn's descended from, and then his class is Numenorian, but like my class is a ranger from the north, one of the Dunedain, a descendant of Numenor, blessed with long life. And it's just fun, but and then you go through all the things and go, all right, what would a ranger have? You got sneak, athletics, marksman, unarmored. He'd also have some alchemy and some restoration. You just kind of go through that, and you can make a plan for your playthrough. And I mean, hell, I played the last time, like on Nerevar. I've got like 50 videos I need to upload. I'm just gonna do one a day, but it's I'm always finding new things. It's crazy. Like it's 25 years. I don't have any mods that added a bunch of dungeons or anything, and I'm finding new items, or not new items, new places and things I've never been to before. It's like almost impossible to explore it all. It's just crazy. So, and I have a lot of mods that change things like graphics and vendors, and I modded things myself too, and just changed and tweaked items. Like I made like Eledian's Ward, that special one. I gave it, I think, 20,000 condition. But and I changed the legendary items to be more legendary, or like the Savior's Hide is more about regeneration and magic resist. The Lord's Mail adds a lot of strength and health, and it's like a bulwark kind of thing. Like I just kind of tweaked a bunch of things, and Yeah. I think that's a really fun idea, like having artifacts be unique where, if there's a Lord's Mail or an Ebony Mail, only one there's only one in the game, and to get it you have to kind of raid a person or a faction or something. That's actually how I play when I play. I just imagine I'm saving a bunch of ingredients and crap for you whenever you get there. Even though you're never going to be there. I think so too. Um, I I think it would be fun. I don't know if it could really, because that's the problem with, I think, Oblivion, and to a much lesser extent Skyrim, is out of all the games, Morrowind's the most epic, and there's just something about becoming like I got killed by 2 cave rats. And then you get to a point later on where, I mean, like in hell, even the werewolves that I was fighting in, like they could 2-shot me if I wasn't careful, and I was like level 60, 700 life, 400 armor, whatever. I mean, like, it's just there's always these dangers, but you can get to a point where you can have potions that fortify your health by 1,000 if you buff yourself enough. It's just crazy. Yeah. Exactly. Oh. Yeah, no, I feel the same way. It's that was the real big kicker. I mean, that's kind of the thing too with, like, Skyrim, I think, had a lack of diversity in NPCs and characters. It had a lack of OP-ness as far as items. And I think when you can craft Daedric, it becomes much less. And when you can craft Daedric and also improve items with smithing, if I can basically improve a steel blade to have twice the damage of a Daedric blade, it just destroys the value.
Yeah.
And it's just very sad. Like in this one, there's one Daedric pauldron that's for the right, and it's in Karsteg's castle in the top tower, hidden behind an ice thing that you'd never look for. There's only one in the entire game, and that's the only way to get it. There's one Daedric Curious. There's one, other, like, set of Daedric gauntlets. It's just like, it's rare, and you can play the entire game and find, once you get powerful enough, maybe oh dear, I'm gonna get killed by a cliff racer. I might need to. I'm just going to use my Almsevi intervention from my lady's power. Oh, that was he must have been blighted. He was pretty strong. But you know, it's just I'm also having trouble finding people that sell standard health potions. I don't know where you buy those. But um,
Today's your lucky day.
Wealth beyond measure.
This could be a lovely day.
yep. Yeah. Yeah. No, and that's the thing with Morrowind is it's not that it's okay to become a god. In Skyrim, it doesn't make sense because the only thing that's special about you is you can absorb dragon souls. That's the only thing that's special about you. And like, just because you can absorb dragon souls doesn't mean there's not a powerful guy out there that could beat you up with an axe. But in like Nerevar's thing, like there's this lore where like Dagoth and his ash vampires, their skin becomes like fluid ebony, where they mold their own bodies to be almost invulnerable, so they don't need armor to be that strong, you know, and that isn't present in Skyrim, and there's also dodging and whatnot, and it's just but the fact that you're like this incarnate of this ancient hero who's shrouded in mystery, who is blessed by Corpus and immune to it, and then like there's all these things in the game that are woven into it where, yeah, you start off, you wander outside naked with a knife and get killed by a rat. And then, at the end of the game, you're wandering, flying through the sky, blowing up the entire island with a massive destruction spell. It's like you're... the progression makes sense. And it's just like having the items doesn't make you strong, and having skills doesn't make you strong. It's a combination of skill, experience, know-how, talent. It's just, I don't know. I think it's... Yeah. They didn't help. It's like that's one thing that I think Oblivion does well, and Morrowind is a combination of skills and stats. Like, you have skills in Skyrim, but you don't have stats. Like basically deciding I want to increase my strength or my intelligence and becoming like this obscenely powerful mage. It's just like Skyrim is all skill based, but there's something that is lacking in epicness. Like, everyone else can become as strong as you are. Like in the vanilla game. In the vanilla game for Morrowind, you can become stronger than everyone else. It may take some figuring out, but you can do it. And it makes sense. There are... Oh god. I haven't uploaded, but there's Okay.
Well,
So, the hardest thing I fought in Morrowind in the last playthrough was the Imperial Dragon for the Imperial Legion. He had the Chrysamere and he had the Imperial, like the Lord's Mail. Just the guy had like 500 armor, 1,000 life, and the strongest weapon in the game. Well, one of the strongest weapons in the game, and it's just like I couldn't fight him, and it was wonderful. And it was like, well, this makes sense. This guy has two of the strongest artifacts in the game, and he's trained his entire life, and he's like basically the strongest fighter on this, island, bar maybe, the head of House Redoran and, a couple ash vampires. Like, it makes sense that he should be able to beat the shit out of me, especially considering his items. And it was just fun trying to plan, how will I beat this guy? What do I need? And I like giving myself restrictions in Morrowind. Like, all right, if I'm playing the Imperial Legion, I don't wear armor that isn't Imperial Legion. If I'm playing, I have to wear light armor if I'm playing the Morag Tong, you have these restrictions for yourself. The temple was one of my favorites, going around naked with a robe on, and then having a mace, and then having to use spells or conjure Daedric armor and conjure maces and conjure creatures, and it's just fun having those things. But you can't really, I don't know. It's Skyrim is ridiculously fun though. I love it, but my last playthrough I can't play it anymore because something happened where the leveling system won't work anymore. I can't increase my stats past 100. And a lot of them are already above 100, but they won't appreciate anymore or increase anymore, so I don't know how to fix it. But there's been so many updates in like a year or so of not playing, and I have like 200 mods, so I don't even want to restart. It's just overwhelming to even get into it.
Well, it sounds like you're
Well, I still have access to it, and I can change it, and it's present. I just don't know what to do with it. I mean, like I've changed it and edited it, but it doesn't do anything. Like,
I wonder if the game is also that every time correctly, and you need to be edited in the correct minute.
it's possible. I honestly spent like a long time looking online, checking different folders, having different INI files, and downloading different versions of the Uncapper and
Depending on what drive you have it installed or what game or what drive or directory the game is being loaded from. Like I installed my Steam stuff and everything so that it's on like my secondary my 2 terabyte NVMe drive for games.
yeah.
And so like when you go to to edit the any prep, like there's a specific folder within that directory on that drive that you have to edit. And I'm wondering if you're trying to play it or edit it in a different place than it actually is reading the original document. What it seems like to me. I don't know.
I mean, maybe I kind of went through all those steps though. I mean, because I may be a little bit of a moon brain when it comes to a lot of things, but when I set my mind to it, the one thing that in programming that I'm decent at is actually the modding crap. So, I don't know.
I don't know. We talked about this a little bit, but I haven't played it much recently because I kind of backed out when
Lord.
Oh, Star Citizen?
that
Wealth
would be
beyond
a
measure.
fun to play with somebody else who
Haven't
can
I
let
helped you?
it may not be your cup of tea though. There's no RPG element or really any story. It's mostly just kind of like
It may not, because what it sounds like is it's I need a role play aspect, or else I might as well go out and get a job. Like, well, if I make money in this game, if I should just go out and make money in the real world. And then, like, well, the reason why you do it in here, like, in my other playthrough, I had stacks of coins, and each one was a value of $1 million. Like, so I was just stacking $1 million bundles of coins in my house, and it's just, you know, but I'm, yeah, yeah, it's just, I mean, like, you know, like, the point of having stuff, like the Blade House, the Safe House, I think the best mod out of all of the Elder Scrolls, whatever the game is the Blade Safe House. It is a hoarder's dream, and its purpose is it is a fully staffed Imperial museum and private storehouse where every armor, weapon, book that exists in the game, there's a library, an armory where you click a button and it takes armor that doesn't have yet, lifts it up, and brings it to mannequins to display. And you'd have to just, I'd have to send it to you. It's one of the best. I can't play this without that. It just makes it so good. But there's also a massive storehouse. Basically, the reason for it is because there's a theory that eventually the Red Mountain will be destroyed and Morrowind will be destroyed, so they want to preserve all the stuff. So it actually almost makes it a quest where all the books, all the things in the game, every piece of clothing, it's almost like an archaeological pyramid where everything that is in the game should be preserved. So it makes sense that everything you collect, you just store. And I have sets of everything in it. And it's just, it's just great. But I mean, that's the collecting without that. If it was, I would do it without that, but it makes it more of a rich experience to basically store everything there because there's a purpose behind it. But yeah, like as far as the Star Citizen thing, it might be the kind of thing where, and I think that was the problem with Factorio. It kind of, there isn't really yeah, there's no story. It's just, it's not a bad game. It's actually a pretty interesting and fun and automated, but there's no depth. It's like it's almost like it's like a more complicated Tetris. Like it's
basically, I don't know, I mean, like,
it's just putting stuff together, getting resources, and building this thing. And
yeah, it's basically basic. I mean, like, there's a, I don't know, it's goal-oriented versus role-playing-oriented. Like, you know, I would say, like, oh, well, what about, like, your Universalis? Like, oh, what you're role-playing as a king, right? Or you're role-playing as, you know,
yeah,
I mean, like, as a country, blah, 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 blah. You know, there's just that role play.
yeah, and it's just like you have a different you have a different, you know, each country you play, and I've done things where I've changed the ideas of each country. Like I'll change the ideas of one country and make it more like, you know, what I think Rome's ideas would be, and I try to reunite Rome, or like Prussian ideas, or Persian, or, you know, and it's just you create your own, the names of your own leaders. Or like I had the leader of most of my countries was Barbariana from like no from the that
Kung Fu.
Yeah, Kung Fu Enter the Fist, or whatever the hell that movie was, or Carolus Rex, because I just love the Swedish king. And then I created custom nations, and it's just like you're building a world, like building a story, and I mean, I do play things like Civilization or things that don't have that kind of story, but there's a role play element to it, and there has to be some type of thing to latch on to, like, you know.
Here's an idea to propose to you. Like, you know, my best name is now Conan.
Oh yeah.
Like, but you kind of have to invent your, you know,
Mm-hmm.
You could be a guy in Blackbeard and go around and just kill players.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, and that could be a fun thing, and I think the
You kind of really have to like invent your character kind of thing.
yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. It's but it definitely there's a balance between work and enjoyment. In Morrowind, I really don't have to work at all.
Yeah.
In Europa, there's definitely some work, and I I might play it for 4 or 5 hours, then do a new game or something else or StarCraft, but it doesn't grip me for a very long time. There has to be a newness, but we could try it at some point. But
Well, if you did, I would buy it for you. Just because I'm not certain it's something that I mean, like it's one of those things that like you might actually really appreciate. And it could be, I find kind of fun. Just kind of like going around space stations or the big cities, or going on a cargo run with me, and then like we get intercepted by pirates, and then like some of the best fun that I've had in that game was, and it turned out that the guy that I ended up helping was a total douchebag.
yeah,
But the guy that so the guy like, hey, like, what the hell, like, why did you hire me? Why did you blow my stuff? It's like, well, because we can. And so then he got all butthurt. They were like, oh, so then people hire a posse and go out and kill the pirates. And so I joined his posse to kill the pirates, and it was super fun. So we went out and like dogfighted with the people, and got killed and came back, and it was super fun. And then our guy was bitching about. It turns out that he went to a very exclusive like PvP area where the entire point was that it brings like people to try and take like cargo from a derelict huge huge ship with very expensive stuff, but it encourages players basically to have conflict, and he was all butthurt because somebody shot him down. And we were kind of like, well, that's sort of the point of this whole area, and we didn't know it at the time. It was like, the whole point of going to this place is that people are going to try and kill you.
yeah.
Well, I don't like it. It's like, well, fuck you, man. So then they would go into the other guys and kill him. It was fun.
That's fun.
Yes. But, no, I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of fun to, like, go to, I don't know. A
Well,
lot of it could probably seem really monotonous, but it's like, I go to, the mining place, and I pick up some barrel ore, and then I, jump and go someplace to deliver the ore and make money, and then buy a new ship and try something out, try something new, and, it's kind of fun.
well, I kind of think what would be fun is he sleeping still? Yeah. This is why nobody watches. But no baby's waking up. Okay, I'll go get him. What I will say is it's good. I think things like with like building finance stuff, I think it'd be fun to focus on doing that in real life, like with the houses and properties. And as an example, like the Lust House, that's building a network, building a group of people, having like a party session, like building there's a lot of good stuff related to that.
Last thing I'll say is, one of the guys I worked with a long time ago, kind of a pretentious liberal prick, but one of the things that he did say that I thought was actually semi-poignant was, we were talking about like, oh, what do we do? It's like, oh, I like to play some video games and whatever. He kind of took a very high and mighty view about it. It's like, oh, I don't play games at all. And I was like, oh, well, how come? He was like, why would I, and it kind of makes sense. It's like, why would I waste time doing something, working in a virtual world or virtual thing, when I could be learning something valuable and useful in the real world and apply it to the real world to either, you know, like make more money or whatever. It's like there's a lot of time wasted just playing. I was like, well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, and I think there's a place for it. Like books is in a sense a waste of time in the same way, but there's also a learning and a growth and appreciation with that. And there's also skill building and planning and decision making associated with video games. But there's also the other factor of like, you know, I mean, how much time is spent doing this stuff versus, you know, like the Lust House with the Mel and Jeremy thing. Like it was just, you know, you got hundreds of people coming to these things, building a group, a network, and it's just there's something like that's kind of the purpose of life is, you know, family, building wealth, building stability, and but having enjoyment. There's beyond pleasure from success, from fulfillment, from growth, and all that. And you know, it's I don't know. Well, when you move down here, you can come work at the house with me,
Okay.
and you can be one of the hosts, and
Can I wear later hosen?
you can do whatever the hell you want.
Perfect.
You're a dunda.
You're a dunda. Cool, buddy.
All right,
Well,
buddy.
I'll catch you later. I'm gonna go get some things done.
That sounds like a plan.
Cool, buddy. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye. Well, I'm gonna probably have to go play with the baby. So I'm gonna go pick him up, but what I may do is I won't record it, but I'll just leave this open and we'll just train our sneak up a little bit for a while, and hopefully we'll become really sneaky. Yeah? You have to cook again? Interesting. All right. Okay. All right, so the rice is not done. It's just after the thing is done, it'll be done though. Okay. Okay. I'll go get it. All right. All right, so I'm going to stop recording, but then we're going to leave it for a while and see how far we get with the sneaking, because this is like being trained.